by Shane Hagedorn from Oakville, Washington, weighing 207 pounds, Davey Richards.
For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon.
And his opponent, from Tampa, Florida, weighing 215 pounds, Roderick Strong.
Of all the matches tonight, possible exception of championship matches, this has the most long-term implications, the highest stakes for these two athletes, for what they want to achieve and where they want to achieve it. This is unequivocally a must-win match for both of these athletes.
Take a look at the current Ring of Honor Pick 6 standings. Both of these men have made it no secret they want to be Ring of Honor World Champion. They can position themselves to be one of the men next in line for a shot at the title holder. Whether it be Chris Hero or Tyler Black after tonight, that remains to be seen. Davey Richards and Roderick Strong, two very serious athletes, two men who can hit very hard. This should be a physical contest and a very even matchup between two of the very best in professional wrestling today.
Keep in mind, the higher up you are ranked in the Pick 6, the more leverage you have for title shots, the more seriously your petition for title shots is looked at. Right now, Roderick Strong has that advantage. Davey Richards wants it. Roderick Strong has a championship matchup in just a couple weeks. Davey Richards wants it. Strong needs to have the run of his career leading into New York City, and Richards needs to surpass it to prove he's the one that should be there instead of Roderick.
Break, a very intense lockup right there. Neither man would want to make a big mistake here in the early going of a matchup like this. Both men known for their own signature submission holds. Davey Richards with the Kimura, Roderick Strong with the Boston Crab and his stronghold variation of it.
These two men know each other so well. They have a very rich history with one another that goes back a number of years, but the first time we've seen them in the ring with each other in quite some time.
Men that show no remorse.
Here you go.
We'll get the clean break right here. Absolutely not.
And there's where Roderick Strong has upped the intensity just one extra notch. And he's thinking in a completely different way, feeling that management has screwed him and cheated him and lied to him. Roderick Strong is carving his own path, and that path leads to New York City on May the 8th. That leads to a World Heavyweight Championship matchup against who we presume to be Tyler Black, but don't know that for a fact yet. It very well could. Davey Richards has stated he is the best in the world. But who else could take umbrage with that but the fallen angel Christopher Daniels?
A lot of people. Christopher Daniels, there's so many athletes on the ROH roster that have their sights set on the title. I mean, just last night, Kenny King challenged Tyler Black for the championship and gave it one hell of an effort. Was so close to becoming world champion last night. Now, any of these men ranked in the Pick 6. Kevin Steen, someone like Steve Corino has really brought out the most, the killer instinct in a guy like Kevin Steen. And he's made it no secret that he wants singles championships in the future once he's through completely with El Generico and Colt Cabana. I think he's going to put an end to that chapter of his career here in ROH later on tonight in that street fight. But there's so many people that have their eyes on the prize, that Ring of Honor World Championship, and it would not surprise me one bit to see either of these two men holding that title within the next couple of months.
Just as Roddy Strong struck first with the chop, Richard struck first with the sharp kick. At a stalemate in the early going, as both men jockeyed for position on the canvas, trying to trap each other's shoulders. This matchup will not be brief. They're going to be there a while, and they both have a point to prove.
I'm sure that both of them would love to end it rather quickly, but as soon as Davey Richards feels those arms butterflied for perhaps the Gibson driver, he's going to work his way out of that position. And as soon as Roderick Strong might feel Davey Richards trying to lock in the Kimura or hit any of his other signature holds, try to elevate him to that alarm clock, Roderick is going to make sure that he does not fall victim to those maneuvers from Davey Richards. They know each other so very well. They're not going to make any mistakes or fall victim to any of those signature maneuvers in the early going of a matchup like this. You're going to have to wear your opponent down.
Crowd truly appreciative of the technique of both these athletes. The respect is there, and I think either athlete would be a tremendously viable challenger to the World Heavyweight Championship here in Ring of Honor. I think the difference between these two athletes is Davey Richards has told Tyler Black, the hunt is on. I'm going to hunt you down and take your title. While Roderick Strong is stating that a title shot is owed to him and he's waiting for it to come to him. That may be the biggest difference between these two athletes and their state of mind as Richards connects with a spin kick.
Roderick, he's got a good point, you know. Tyler Black said that if he won the World Championship, that Roderick Strong would be the first guy to get a title shot. And it wound up being a three-way matchup.
Yep, he
didn't
was
get
the
a
first
one-on-one matchup, though. That was what he felt he was promised. And Jim Cornette, the executive producer of Ring of Honor, and Tyler Black as the champion, he wasn't given what he felt that he was promised, that one-on-one matchup. Well, he will get that opportunity in New York City coming up at the Manhattan.
He will. And until then, Roderick Strong is almost possessed, almost in another state of mind, because this world title has consumed him. It's avoided him for all the years he has been here. But he promised himself, good Roddy, that 2010 would be his year. He would be the champion. Shoulders down for a moment there for Davey, but Roderick Strong believes in his heart he is the better man between him and Tyler Black. Roderick Strong has beaten Tyler Black before. He has drew Tyler Black before. They are on very similar wavelengths, very similar levels. On any given night, as we see a counter now, Richards drops down into the STF.
Yeah, Roderick was going for the stronghold right there. Again, maybe a little bit too early to go for a maneuver like that in this matchup. He's got to wear down Davey Richards first, and just that quickly, he was able to convert into the STF and avoid being placed in the stronghold.
Much like with Strong and Black, with Strong and Richards. At any given night, either man could win. Whoever wins tonight, though, will have the momentum. If Strong does not come up on the upper hand, his confidence, his momentum may be broken leading into New York. If Davey does not come out with the victory, then the hunt will be put on hold, one would have to surmise as far as management's concerned. As Strong connects with the high kick to take Davey to the outside, and Richards is on the defensive right now, which is quite unlike the American Wolf.
Roderick decides to take the action to the floor himself, chopping away at the chest of Richards. Both of these guys can hit so hard and with such precision. One of the hardest choppers anywhere in wrestling, Roderick Strong. Oh, took him off his feet with that one. Look at the chest of Richards, just red as a result of these hard shots. Sends him back first into the barricade. Loves to soften up the back as well as the midsection of his opponents for the variety of backbreakers as well as the different gut busters that he's using himself of late as well.
I noticed intelligently so, Shane Hagedorn not getting very close to the proceedings in this match.
On the receiving end of a backbreaker from Roderick Strong, if I was Shane Hagedorn.
Not in the least.
I mean, this match is very important too, but I mean, you got to think that the world title shot that Chris Hero has later on tonight is a very important match, perhaps the most important match for Hagedorn here this evening.
Well, Hagedorn has two potential keys to bring the World Championship to his stable. One is Hero, one of course is Davey Richards. Hero will have the opportunity first. Davey could have it sooner rather than later, as Strong ties Davey into the ropes and letting the ropes do the work for him here with a modified camel clutch.
Only had a few seconds to do that damage though as the referee forced the break.
Paid off though, did its damage. Those ropes are very tightly enforced.
I think Roderick Strong, feeling that he's been slighted by management and was lied to and everything, that just made him even more focused, more dangerous than ever. And I think it's given him that edge the past couple of weeks that maybe was missing in the past and why he hasn't become world champion as of yet.
Well, you may be right, and I think maybe if there is a missing piece to the puzzle, this could help him in the long run.
Shoulders down, but only for a near fall. Just that quickly converts into a submission of his own. And a world of pain for Davey Richards.
Stretching the shoulders, stretching the pectoral muscles, the entire upper body. But, you know, talking to Tyler Black, he doesn't even get where Roderick Strong's coming from, what he's thinking, what's going through his mind. This has gone beyond the extra step, the missing piece. This is a borderline obsession for Roderick Strong.
Maybe he just needed to get obsessed with the idea of becoming world champion in order to have that extra edge that he needed to pull out the important victories. And tonight would be a very important victory for Roderick Strong. He wants to keep that momentum, as you said, heading to New York City and heading to that one-on-one matchup against the world champion. Be it Tyler Black, if he holds onto the belt tonight, or against maybe Chris Hero if we have a new champion crowned here in Chicago.
Strong just riding Richards there, making Richards carry all of Strong's body weight, and that was after a devastating backbreaker as well. Strong again focusing on one specific part of the body, that's his specialty, and you can see the sweat fly with that knife-edge chop, but Richards going to return the favor. Those left hands countered now by the knee by Roderick Strong as both these men go back and forth.
Open headshots from Richards, firing away at both the face and the midsection.
Here's the impact, handspring, enziguri, down he goes, the cover, hook of the leg, Davey's got it now. How is Roderick Strong going to react if 2 weeks before the most important match in his career, he gets pinned cleanly in the hole again?
It may happen, and maybe it'll just piss him off even more, make him more focused when he gets his title shot.
No, Davey changed his mind. Roderick Strong was defensively hanging back in the corner, didn't charge towards Davey Richards, and that was smart, but paying for it now.
Richards climbing up top now as Roderick getting back to his feet.
How Davey gonna make it happen? Beautiful drop kick. High impact for two.
That was 3/4 of the way across the ring that he soared and connected with his opponent with that missile drop kick. Fans here in Chicago on the edges of their seats for this one. Elbows now from Roderick Strong. Kick right to the back.
The impact is self-explanatory with these two athletes. I'm not sure that anybody has more power behind their punch, behind their strikes, than these two athletes here in Ring of Honor. And they're proving it time and again. Falcon Arrow by Roderick Strong for 2.5.
Both men giving it everything they have to try to pull out the win.
And again, the appreciation from these fans. As much as Tyler Black is such a popular champion and has earned the respect of all of us, I don't think these fans would mind either one of these two being our next world champion.
Works his way off of the shoulders of Roderick Strong, avoiding the gutbuster twice. Half Nelson backbreaker.
So many variations. And into the stronghold, yes. Since Davey was going to kick out, so Strong was a move ahead. Will Davey tap away a potential world title match? Davey will retain his Pick 6 ranking, but will remain beneath Roderick in that poll.
Reaches the ropes to force a break. And the damage was done to the back of Davey Richards. Both men now Dangerous position. Oh! As he went to step through the ropes, maybe do something on the edge of the ring frame, maybe a backbreaker on the edge of the ring. It was Davey Richards that grabbed hold of that leg, dragon screw leg whip in the ropes.
Yeah, Roderick Strong loves to use that apron, loves to use that edge as a weapon, an offensive weapon. We've seen it time and again. Davey's seen it too, had it scouted. That's how bad Davey wants this, but Davey's not out of harm's way yet.
Roderick looking to suplex him back inside the ring, lands on his feet.
Series of standing side switches. Davey rolls through the victory roll into an ankle lock.
Will Roderick be forced to tap?
You can see the torque put on that ankle, the direction it was facing. And you notice how far apart Davey's own feet are, that wide stance to get his balance perfect. But Roderick's still able to push off. Pinning combinations. Not gonna work. Davey tries. Another near fall.
Leverage going back and forth between these two men. Back on his feet, going for the backslide. He gets it.
Davey bridging up, driving with the legs. Perfectly done, but wasn't enough.
Gibson driver blocked. Another dragon screw.
Into the cloverleaf. Got it.
And he pulled him away from the ropes, too.
Much like Edwards in that Achilles lock, look how low to the ground Davey Richards is. All that pressure on the knees and the lower back.
Roderick reaches the ropes this time to force a break.
And that takes so much out of you as well to pull away from that and inch over towards the rope. Basically pull your own body weight and your opponent's while in that much crippling pain, but Roderick Strong did it.
These two men so evenly matched as opponents.
Only one can build upon that momentum and get a step closer to the possible realization of their dream.
Look at the intense look on the face of Davey Richards.
Intensity is a Davey Richards staple, but he's at another level right now.
Temper's starting to flare here.
Again, you can feel the impact.
Wearing him out with kicks in the corner.
And Tyler Black could very well be looking at his future, no matter which of these athletes ends up coming out on top. Both men are more determined than I've ever seen them before.
Renova Richards lands on his feet, and both men connect with enziguri. It knocks Richards to the floor.
Dangerously near that apron again that Roddy likes to use so much. Strong got countered. And Richards ends up using the apron as an assist to spike Roddy on the floor with that DDT.
Head first from the apron to the floor. Hagedorn's very pleased. I don't see Roderick Strong getting up from that.
Not much will keep Roderick Strong down. The way Strong has willed himself, the way he has pushed himself, but that may be one of the few things.
A DDT on the floor, and Davey Richards looks like he's going for the count-out win here. Roderick can't pull it together and get back inside the ring to beat the count.
That works.
A win is a win when it comes to the pick six.
Win, $2,100, potential title shot. David's got it all going his way. Look out! Jeez! Davey Richards ends up in the back of the building. He may have broken his spine on that guardrail in any of those chairs. Davey Richards bringing new meaning to suicide dive as he puts it all on the line for this match, but Roderick Strong was a step ahead. Or perhaps just lucky. Either way, Davey Richards feels the brunt of it. And now Davey may very realistically be counted out.
Yeah, he has a long way to go to crawl back toward the ring. He's got to get over the barricade and back inside the ring to beat the count. Whereas Roderick, he's right there if he can get back inside the ring. But Davey realizes the count is on. Back over the barricade.
Davey is out of his feet at best, but he still wants to fight. he still knows what's at stake. Roderick Strong not back in either.
They're both back in.
Both these athletes beating this count because of what this means, what this stands for. As I said, a must win. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. A loss here will damage either of these men in the foreseeable future.
They both crawl to the center of the ring. Hard shot from Richards. Roderick returns the favor.
And once again, hear the impact.
Both threw kicks at the same time.
And only serve to psych them both up further, to get the blood flowing more, to get the adrenaline pumping harder.
Such a physical battle.
Both men are wobbly, both men are damaged. Right now it's advantage Roderick Strong. Gut buster, perfectly done. Davey's up.
Combination of kicks.
Went for a variation of that alarm clock. Not sure how much he got. Not enough, obviously. Roddy comes back. Hook in the leg. Oh, no. And it continues.
Strong hold. Counter.
Shoulders are down. That's it. Oh.
Only two.
Gibson driver. Couldn't lock the hands. Couldn't elevate. Alarm clock counter. Forearm. Third time's the charm. Richards got the alarm clock.
And the lariat. Cover.
Got it. Another near fall.
For the German. Beautiful ring. Only two.
And hang on. It takes a tremendous amount of upper body strength. Do that twice. Let alone get that rotation out of the impact.
Knockout kicking. The bell rings.
What?
Well, there's timekeeper Giuseppe Di Lorenzo. Looks like we may have a time-limited draw here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 20-minute time limit has expired. Therefore, the referee's decision, this contest is a draw.
Well, we said that a loss by either man would be damaging beyond immediate repair, but what does the lack of a win do? We still have no clear-cut edge. We have no clear-cut winner.
Wait, listen to these fans. They want to see 5 more minutes.
Roderick! I know you're chasing the world title, and I'm an American Wolf, but when me and you occupy the same ring, it's no remorse. So I don't think I even need to ask you. We're gonna do another 5 minutes. All I need is the okay, and we'll keep on kicking the hell out of each other.
You made some good points there, Davey. But honestly, I am chasing the world title. And May 8th is my night. And sorry, Chicago, tonight's not your night.
Roderick Strong looks like he's done for the evening. put forth such an effort, but no winner tonight. He's focused on his title shot in New York City.
That's not the Roderick Strong I know. I've come to see the man who fought through a shoulder injury in Phoenix to get a championship opportunity, but he doesn't want to fight Davey Richards tonight. Unusual behavior for Roderick Strong, leading in New York City in 2 weeks.
What an opportune time to find addicted to love, Red Titus. Wow, I'm getting my pump on, baby. You know, I gotta look fly, I gotta look fresh while I'm getting my pump on. Just when I like to head to the ring. This new jacket I got looked just like my man A-Double. But you see, last night I let A-Double down, alright? And he told me I gotta start carrying my weight. And carrying my weight is what I'm gonna do. Even though I got these shoulders like boulders and thighs that hypnotize. I forgot I don't have any pants on, but I'm still looking good, baby. But tonight, Petey Williams, we met here in Chicago, September, the final countdown tour. The night before, I was up in the hospital with 19 stitches. Take a look. 19 stitches, bleeding all night, up all night. Then I had to go into match with you. And, brother, I remember what that Canadian Destroyer feels like. But tonight, you're gonna find out why. The thrust is a must.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Addicted to love, Red way to the ring first, from the Temple of Lust on Long Beach Island, New Jersey, weighing 203 pounds, addicted to love, Rex Titus.